Hi folks, Festus here again. Well, I got a little rusty in the basement, and it took as much apart as I could tonight. If anybody's interested on what the inside of one of these things looks like, this is it. You got two gears, and one's the high, one's the low, and this is an interesting setup because if you ever want to see a guy who really does a great job on one of these things, there's a guy, check him out, his name is Turbine Doctor. This guy is the PhD of taking apart and fixing old Troy-Bilts. But I just wanted to show you briefly what we got here on this one. This is the high-speed gear, smaller input, larger, or I'm sorry, this is the low speed, smaller input, larger output. This is the high-speed gear here with the larger and smaller output gears. It has a shaft that has these spiral gears, and it runs to, it's hard to see, but there's a bronze gear right in there, and it runs back and forth on that. Interesting thing, you know, Turbine Doctor talks about the welded shaft and the two-piece shafts. This is a 73 model, and I think I got the two-piece shaft because when I do this, it spins. It's like there's a shaft within a shaft. When I turn the main pulleys, you can see the spiral gear moving, but also the interior one will move without that. And then also this one here is not welded or connected to anything. It was in pretty good shape. I had a little bit of water in here, and you can actually see this thing probably sat with this part of the gear exposed for the longest time because there's a little corrosion on there, and I'll clean that up as best I can with a wire brush and everything. The clutch system is down in the center there, and I don't know if I can get it, but there's a clutch that moves back and forth in freewheels depending on what gear you're in. I don't have to do as much work as Turbine Doctor did. He had a worn shaft here, and he replaced the seals only to have them start leaking all over again. So, but my seals are replaced, and the shaft is pretty tight, so I'm really not too concerned about going as far as he did to fix his Troy-Bilt there. But I just wanted to give you an overall look at what the inside of one of them looks like, and as simple as it is, it's pretty complex, and I give the guys who design these things credit, but that's why they last so long. They're built tough. I mean, this is all cast iron, and it's pretty thick and tough. I did some wire wheeling on it. We're gonna, you know, this thing's too big to put in the soak tank, so I'm just gonna wire wheel it. The parts that you can't see, I'm gonna do the best I can, hit it with rust inhibitor and throw some paint on it and not worry about it. But in general, the rest of it will all be cleaned up. You know, you can see she's pretty dirty. You know, just a brief overview. If you guys are wondering what this thing is, that's another David Bradley that I have, waiting for tires on it, and space in my work area is pretty tight, so she's up on her nose. I got some more interesting things in David Bradley way I'll show you later on, but that's it pretty much for now. I'll give you another update when I get more work done. Festus out.